Companies receive and process so much information that they increasingly find it challenging to manage it effectively. IDC research shows that by 2025, the amount of data created, captured and replicated will grow to 163 zettabytes or 163 trillion gigabytes. That's 10 times the data generated in 2016. But if you can't find the data easily, how do you know it's secure? Data privacy legislation was out of step with technology changes that are steadily impacting the way we work. Companies often use personal data as if they own it, which is not the case. The general public needed to have more rights over their personal data, but legislation didn't reflect this adequately. Consequently, there's been a real buzz about the new General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR. GDPR corrects the shortfall in older data privacy legislation and imposes hefty fines for non-compliance. Many companies operating from outside the EU, but leveraging EU citizens' data, are unaware of what this means for them. An IDC survey revealed the surprising extent of the work that needs to be done to build awareness of how data privacy legislation relates to print. 40% of European print buyers didn't know what GDPR is, and of those who did know, more than half did not understand that there was a significant implication for print. It's not just about whether a hacker can access your network via the print device, but what sensitive data is being printed, by whom, and whether that's a legitimate purpose. It's also not only about printing, but scanning at the device. Scanned documents need to be secured, for example, as a PDF file with PIN access. So has print security been included as part of your IT security initiative? One of the top 3 security challenges for companies is meeting compliance, but anything print-related is often overlooked. More than half of companies typically spend less than 3% of their IT budget on print security and have no plans to spend more in the next 12 months. However, when we asked print buyers about integrating secure print features into their multifunctional products, or MFPs, they were very keen and also willing to pay for the privilege. Within your company, are you aware of whether data is stored on your devices? What about when you dispose of the device? Do you check that there's no data still held on that device? Also, how frequently is the memory wiped? Companies need to gain control of information to meet compliance, although it's a non-revenue generating mandatory task. To make this less time-consuming and less costly, companies need to streamline their print and document management processes. All companies want to avoid hefty fines, but also non-compliance can be seriously damaging to a company's reputation. New legislation is being put in place to help guide companies to mitigate risk. The evidence that companies have implemented sufficient processes to safeguard the public's data will work in their favour, rather than being indiscriminately faced with a huge penalty. Print and document management security solutions are already available, but companies don't always see the full value of them. Companies that have engaged in a print services contract are often more familiar with the use of print management and monitoring solutions. These solutions are usually associated with print environment assessment for optimizing the print fleet. Pool printing is instrumental in ensuring the confidentiality of sensitive documents, often printed by departments such as finance, legal or HR, but with high relevance across companies. Just under half of companies have deployed print security solutions in the form of user authentication at the device. In addition to providing the cost benefit of more efficient print management, these existing solutions help to answer the who, what, and when questions, creating a secure print and document audit trail.